I've been thinking about Bernie's proposals a lot lately, and I think the opposers' problem with his proposals are rooted in selfish ignorance. They don't realize that having both healthcare and continued education socialized, eliminating student debt, is healthy for the economy. While I also think they will also solve some social and economic problems. While the conservatives and whomever else is opposed to Bernie have the mentality that they don't want anybody to have anything for free, especially not the illegal immigrants, they don't realize that they will also benefit from Bernie's proposals because the economy will improve. My understanding and envisioning is that if everybody in America has access to continued education, they will all be able to have a career they're passionate about, or at least be interested in. And while they will be happier, they'll have a bigger salary. Now, think about that. Most Americans in Bernie's America will have either whatever times the size of a salary than they have today, or a huge salary, which means they will be spending that many times more money into the economy. That should be enough to say right there. The problem with most opposers, which would actually be an offense with my explanation of how things could potentially be in America, is that they're too old for college. They therefore don't want anybody else to have anything for free, tax funded. Because naturally they wouldn't, because it's their money, which will not be spent on anything they use. The problem even there is, though, they aren't considering future generations. I should also add that it sounds like Bernie's opposers seem to think he aims to replace capitalism with socialism, which isn't the case at all. They really have no excuse if Bernie gets elected. Donald's supporters appraise him greatly for cutting unemployment down, which is actually irrelevant because of his many deliberate faults, some of them covered in my audiobook, even if Donald has achieved that. I think Bernie's proposals would make America a whole new country. What I also want to do here is cover something I've missed from the InfoWars video. The reporter bothering that actress, the chill girl wearing the sailor outfit.
Eating the rich.
Eating the rich. Well, are you aware that Bernie Sanders lives in $3 million homes?
No, I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
Now, I've explained in my other video that the eating the rich part is immature, which I don't agree with. However, why does Bernie's wealth mean that he can't be for the people? What Bernie is actually referring to is the common mentality of the wealthy of screw the people.
And are you aware? I'm going to ask you something. So if they're about eating the rich, why do you think so many of the 1% support socialism?
Is that true?
It's very true.
Like who?
Well, for example, you know Venezuela, right?
Heard of it.
A majority of the country is currently eating rats, while their politicians are drinking champagne on a daily basis.
Yeah, that would be because Venezuela's economy itself is socialism. Bernie only wants to socialize healthcare and continued education. Would Americans be eating rats in a capitalism economy mixed with a few socialist components? Well, I don't know that Venezuela has a socialist economy, but I do know that this reporter is trying to use Venezuela as an arguing point against socialism.
Have free health care.
Why free?
Pays for.
Why would the government pay for it?
Because I think everyone has a right to have health care.
Why don't you want people to have tax-funded healthcare, Miss InfoWars?
Why would the government pay for it?
Because I think everyone has a right to have health care.
Because the government exists to serve the people.